Welcome to Insectech's Ethical Hacking course videos, module Metasploit. Let us now look at how we can exploit client-side vulnerabilities. In this particular demonstration, we are just going to use Internet Explorer Aurora memory corruption vulnerability, which is existing in Internet Explorer version 6, and this is the usage information we have. We're just going to use this particular exploit, and we'll type show payloads to see all the available payloads, and we're gonna set the reverse TCP payload this time, and we're gonna set our local host, which is our IP address, and finally we'll type exploit to get the Metasploit shell. Now let us have a quick demonstration of how we can do this. I have already launched my Metasploit by typing MSF console in my terminal, and now let us search for Aurora exploit, and I'm just going to type Aurora, and you can see it is still loading the exploits. Great, we got the exploit, Aurora exploit, and let me copy this and let us use this particular exploit. Use space, paste your exploit, and your exploit has been loaded, you can see that. And now let us check the options associated with this particular exploit. We need to set SRV host, which is the local host, to listen on. So this is going to be our IP address. Set SRV host, and we know our IP address is 192.168.56.101, and I'm just pressing enter. Now let us set the payload. Set using the command set payload Windows Metasploit reverse TCP, and I'm just pressing enter, and the payload has been loaded. Now let us look at the options associated with the payload. We need to set lhost, the listening address. This is gonna be our local address again, so just type set lhost and 192.168.56.101, and I'm just pressing enter. And now if you check the options, great, everything has been set. Now the last step is to exploit, and just typing exploit and pressing enter, and you can see it is giving a URL http 192.168.56.101 and port number 8080, and some junk text is there. And now the attacker has to give this specific link to the victim, who is actually using Internet Explorer version 6 browser. And let us type the same URL over here, 192.168.56.101 and on port 8080, and the text is gonna be J capital C Z9 and DP40 UMUY. Great, now we just have to, the attacker has to send this particular link to the victim, and now if the victim clicks this link, if the victim opens this particular link in his Internet Explorer, on the attacker's machine, automatically a Metasploit shell will be opened. If you go back to the attacker's machine, great, Metasploit session 1 opened, and you can see this is 192.168.56.101, and to the machine 192.168.56.103, which is actually Windows XP, which we are trying to hack. And let us see what are the sessions we have, and we can see we got Metasploit session and the ID is 1, and I'm just going to use this session. Great, sessions -I and the ID of the particular session which is opened, and great, I got the Metasploit shell. Now again I can do anything I want. I can list out the processes that are running, you can see, and if he closes that Internet Explorer, the session will be closed. So immediately after gaining access to the system, let us change our process ID to explorer.exe, which is 356. So I'm just changing it to 356, and great, we have migrated. Now let us kill the processes on, if you see, notepad is here. Let us try to kill it, which is 192, and it has been killed, and even the Explorer has been closed. Still the session is there, since we have migrated our process to explorer.exe. Now we can even reboot the remote system, you can see, using the command reboot. If you see, this is logging off. So this is how we can exploit the remote machines using client side exploits. Now let me quickly go back to my presentation, and this is the core command usage. We can just type question mark or help. We can go to the help menu of Metasploit, and we can see a lot of commands that we can use. And we have seen some of the commands in Metasploit Metasploit shell. We can reboot the system, we can even download some file from the remote system, we can even upload some executable virus files onto the remote system. We can do a hell of a lot of things, and that's all for this video. Thank you.